Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to the FDL Everything Simulated Recruitment Series. I'm James Barber. I'm going to be joined in here on my own, literally here this evening. We're going to be getting up underway straight away. They've gone early. There's nothing I can do about it. Well, we're going to have to go, and see what happens here once more. Ladies and gentlemen, we are green, as these guys get away here this evening as well. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got a half an hour race lined up ready for you here at Okayama. So let's see how these guys get on. Once again, it's going to be all about what's going to happen here. As you can see, Ben Roberts leading the way with Banerjee sitting in behind him in second place. Currently, head down into the right-hander of Atwood Curb before we go up the hill in hairpin corner. We got started a little bit earlier than I expected, but here we are. We're fighting along and we're racing along at the moment. Ben Roberts tucked in currently at the moment in first place. Banerjee behind him. John Morton behind that as well, with Nate Burney tucked in right behind currently at the moment. So the right-hander now. Still Roberts leading the way. Horton in right behind currently. What audio is in? Let me know on this one. Little bit of an issue. OBS currently at the moment. Try to come out and see how they get on. Hopefully that is a little bit better. And you can hear me fine now without any problems whatsoever. But currently at the moment, Josh Horton sitting in third place. Banerjee in second. Roberts in third. In first. Barney in fourth. This is the recruitment series, ladies and gentlemen, as well. If you want to get yourselves involved, you can head over to the website and search for the website as well. So hopefully this is now all kicking in. There is no issues whatsoever, and everything is peachy. There's been an accident in the back at the back there. Kelly, Postlethwaite, and Rossinder have all come together as these guys go into the left-hander of Williams before they drop down the hill coming in through the Moss S's. It is Joshie Horton sitting in third place at the moment as well. Desarillo's been off the side of the circuit. On board with Horton we go down into Atworth. Audio seems okay now. Yeah, I don't know, dude. To be blatantly honest with you, it's a little bit bizarre what was going on here at this moment in time. Everything seems to have gone a little bit crazy, but on board with Joshie Horton, tucked in right behind at the moment. No, we're not, because he's just blinked out on me and has disappeared. So let's hope that don't continue as we go on board with Roberts holding the inside line, coming into the hairpin at the moment. Through he goes on the right hander. Banerjee gets through. Done and dusted. There's been a spinner further back as Jay Dixon has gone round. Unfortunately, Jay's going to have to try and get him back there as well. Here as well, who started, got off on the entrance. There you go, he runs a little bit wide, comes back in. There's contact there as well, up the air currently at the moment. Goes Bottrell, he's there. Rossinder goes round unfortunately as well, and it's not going to be looking good for some of these guys at this moment in time, but we're going to continue on. Banerjee takes the lead. They're going to have to make a pit stop. There is 10 litres of starting fuel. They will have to pit between lap 1 and lap 10. It's going to be who's going to be there first, who's going to get out in front. 26 minutes left remaining on the clock. We've got Adrian Loretti, he's leading the way with Craig Edwards, Peter Ziegler, Marcus Watson, all in there. Tom Donoghue, he is also there as well. Tom's also just had some form of drama. He's lost 3 places currently at the moment. Milne, Burren, Kelly, Rossinder and Postlethwaite all in pit lane at this moment in time. But it is Banerjee out in front with Roberts and Horton tucked in right behind him as well. Don't forget, this is the recruitment series sponsored by Everything Simulated. You can go and check them out as well if you are in the Discord. Links down below in the YouTube description. Edwards and Loretti have swapped places. They're running side by side. Loretti on board we go. There's Edwards up our inside. He's going to try and lead the way. Loretti's going to try and demand space going into the left-hander of Revolver. Now coming into Piper, and it looks like Edwards has got through this time around. So Craig Edwards there without any issues whatsoever. Marcus Watson now having a go. He's trying to sweep up the inside. No job for him currently. Loretti blocking him off at this moment in time. Peter Ziedler knocked in right behind. Nathan Verney, Daniel Ackland has just swapped places currently at the moment. It looks like Kyan Butler has also had some drama, but Ackland on the outside, he needs that room. It's not going to give it to him now. Through the right-hander they go. You can see little bits of puffs of smoke from Hayden Millington a little bit further up. He's got Craig Edwards in behind with Loretti, with Watson, with Ziedler. Watson tucked in now. Is he going to be looking at making a move on the inside line? He's not. There's a big old swerve out in the background. I wonder if that wasn't Tesserato. Who was that out in the background? I believe it might have been John Holton. And he's just lost a place to Tesserato here, and Tesserato has gone through. But up front at the moment, it is Banerjee, it is Roberts, it is Horton there as well. Loretti has been waiting for this day to dust off that H-pattern shifter. I bet he has, Mr. Callahan. Let's be real though, Dave, if we all had one, we all would use it at the same time. I don't have one actually, to be blatantly honest with you, but there we go, some people do. And some people are quite happy using it currently at the moment. But Adrian Loretti now trying to hold on. He's got people in and around him. Marcus Watson, Peter Ziedler. Watson and Ziedler are going side by side in the background. Ziedler looks at the inside. Nope, Watson holds him off. Is Ziedler going to come back at him again? No, he's not. He's going to hold on, is Marcus Watson. Ziedler in behind, Nathan Verney in behind that one at the same time. Hayden Millington just caught on to the back of the group here. And Millington with Horton, with Banerjee, with Roberts, all tucked in right behind him at this moment in time. Is he going to be able to get through? The question is with Okayama as well. I find it very, very slippery at times, and certain cars, especially coming down into turn one, can be a little bit of a nightmare. And I'm hoping that for Hayden Millington, this doesn't turn into that occasion. He's just done the hard work, catching him up, get it buried into turn number one in these Formula Vs. These Vs are absolutely awesome cars. If you haven't driven one, go and check them out because they have been absolutely amazing. 23 minutes left on the clock. Still pit stops from the front guys as well. John Holton has also got a pit. Clem Postlethwaite is the first of the pit stop people who are pitted already. They're coming into the right-hander of Atwood at the moment. Postlethwaite there, now 19, is on the inside coming up to Hobbs. So he's going to be able to see whether or not he's going to be able to get there. I don't know how much further he's going to be able to get. There's a back mark up there, I believe. No, that wasn't Joshie Horton, surely that wasn't. There was a back marker involved in that exchange, but Craig Edwards got Marcus Watson, Adrian Loretti, they're side by side. On board we go, there's Watson, he's chuckling around with Loretti. Loretti tucked in, he's got Ziedler right in behind, trying to put Watson under pressure for him. And then behind that, we've got Nathan Verney and Dan Ackland also in the mix. Further back, we've got Kim Butler, Dixon Parks fighting out, Ryder, Donahue, Tesserato, Robillard, all in there as well. There's contact. Oh, there is contact. Peter Ziedler and Dan Ackland. Oh, where did that start there? And just about Ziedler and Watson. Oh, there was contact from Watson on Ziedler, and then unfortunately it was just a knock-on effect of people in behind that. Roberts now coming up the looking at trying to get alongside Banerjee. G holds on. Horton in behind that. Then Millington as well. Through the left-hander they go of Williams. Running here at this moment in time. You can get yourselves involved in the series. Join the Discord down below as well. Don't forget. And you can also go over to the Formula website at the current as well, which I believe is formuladriversleague.com. So you can go and check them out at this time. But 21 minutes gone to go here as they on that long run up the back straight. You can see Banerjee in behind at the moment. He's got Roberts there. Which way is he going to look to go? Is he going to look at tackling the inside line? Nope, he doesn't. He stays where he is. Hayden Millington stays where he is as well. Adrian Loretti is on a flyer. Is he going to get that car stopped? He is. Adrian Loretti does get the job done over Craig Edwards. Edwards coming back up the inside. Is he going to be able to do it? No, they're almost contact. Almost. Loretti's looking a little bit squirrely in this Formula V. Right in front of us on the run into Redman, the left-hander. Edwards has made a bit of a defensive move that's due to the fact that Watson is tucked in right behind him. Through the right-hander we go of Hobbs. Is he going to be able to get through Marcus Watson? He's got to look for that run coming out of Mike Knight, this corner here. He's got to hold the line. He's got to hold the line. In the pit lane goes Edwards. That's one clear for Watson. Now Loretti's going to try and stay there. Watson lets it run wide. He gets the speed up here currently. I say speed. They're not exactly going very fast. They're barely topping north of 110 miles an hour at this moment in time. Are we going to touch 120? We did. 120 miles an hour. Second gear for Watson through turn one. He's putting Loretti under pressure. Is Loretti going to be able to hold him here? He's looking a little bit squirrely. He's run a little bit wide. That's going to allow Watson to go through. Adrian Loretti runs a little bit wide. There he is there. Watson's got it. Loretti's alongside us currently at the moment. Is he going to be able to come up the inside of Atwood? He is on the exit. Watson coming back out Loretti. Loretti's going to open it up just about. Gets that covered off. He goes majorly on the defensive. Well, my car is busted, says Jimmy in YouTube chat. Hello, Jim. How are you? What you done to it? You broke it already. Marcus Watson on that outside line. Loretti on the inside there as well. Through they go, side by side. Loretti's holding on. Little bit of a snap there at the same time. Dan Ackland's got to decide what he's going to do here, because I can tell you one thing, ducking out of a move when Loretti makes the mistake is not good. Watson capitalised on it, and Watson got through. But poor old Jimmy Peacock, I got hit. Did you, mate? Did you get it, or did you just break? Oh, no, there goes Jimmy pulling over at the moment. Oh, was it here, mate? Did you get it? Oh, no, you just disappeared on me. Oh, no, then you come back. No, where are you? Oh, Jim, I don't even know if we can count that as he hit you there, mate. I don't think he can see you. There you go. There you come back. There you go again. Then you come back, and then you end up in the wall. Yeah. Not entirely sure, Jim. You can't put your Tinternet down to other people, mate. I've got to be honest. Can't do it. Banerjee out in front with Roberts, Horton and Millington. You got hit. Yeah, right. You disappeared 4 times. You're like Harry Potter up a chimney, Jim. No, unfortunately for that one, that's why Dixon, Ackland, Watson, Robillard all in pit lane at the moment. Banerjee still out in front on that run up into the hairpin. I just got my internet fixed. What? Well, clearly, Jim, you didn't. I'm blaming MBN. Okay, you blame them, mate. You carry on. But I can tell you now, as you've seen on the replay, Jim, you disappeared on him. And then you went off. Banerjee, Roberts, Horton, Millington, these top 4 now leading the way. A few more people have gone into the pit lane here as well. They've gone to top up to get to the end of this race. Are they going to be able to do it? Pit stops, you can see Craig Edwards is the first of the pit stop as here. He's the first man. Take his pit stop. It's going to just have to wait and see how everybody else is going to get on here with their pit stops. Banerjee, Roberts, Horton, Millington still fighting it out. Currently 17 minutes on the clock. They will not be able to go much longer. They're taking it to the final as well. About as final as they can get it here, because I've been told that they've only got 10 laps of fuel. So it's going to be interesting to see. They've got to come in next time out as well. You can see in the background, that's Adrian Loretti. I think that's actually back markers having a ding-dong. That is Dan Byrne, Matt Tesorio. They're having a fight there. Byrne just cleared. Tesorio's gone in front of them at the moment. But this is the front 4 battling away here as well. Banerjee, Roberts, Horton, Millington will continue that run. Let's have a look and see what Millington's going to get here. Is he going to get this? He should get a good old draft. Hayden Millington. Oh, there's a pull out there, Horton. Millington's also going to pull out on the front too, is he? Horton's going to go from 3rd to 1st. Millington's going to go from 4th to 3rd. He's going to be here currently. He's got to hold on. Is he going to get that inside line? He is. Job done for Hayden Millington. Banerjee, Horton. Horton went from 3rd to 1st in one corner there. Great job from him. He's now coming into the left-hander, so we'll keep an eye, see what goes on. I am expecting these guys to go and dive in pit lane here because they do not have much fuel left. Is he going to be able to do this? I think they've got to go now, otherwise it's going to be the end of lap 10. They're not going in. They've not gone in the pits. These 4 carrying on, so it's going to be at the end of lap 10 here. Gonna have to see. That's a rubbish camera right behind the stadium there. Got to be the end of this lap. Surely it has. Otherwise, these guys are going to be in trouble. Loretti and Butler still in. Donohue's back, moved up. Ben Ryder's in there. John Holton, Marcus Watson. Where is Craig Edwards? Edwards just lost a couple of positions there. That's why Edwards lost some position. Coming down into Atwood, the right-hander. Oh, dude, too quick. Too quick for Craig Edwards. He was in a great spot to gain positions while people were in pit lane. John Holton, Marcus Watson has gone through. Ackland's gone through. That leaves Lorelli and Edwards a little bit further back. What's happening with the guys at the back here? Joshie Horton, Banerjee, Millington, Roberts. Still all fighting it out. It's got to be this lap. It has to be. Horton now leading the way. He's going to be the first in the pits, I think. Oh, there's a blinker. There's a blinker. Oh, Banerjee taking pit lane. The other 3 not taking pit lane. Did Roberts, did Millington all manage to save fuel? Did they all save fuel in behind? And that's why we've got this extra lap here. Orton, Roberts, Millington as well. New drivers coming in. Ben Roberts, Hayden Millington, Harrison Duke, Banerjee, Charles Bray, Postlethwaite, Horton, Rihanna, and Bottrell all have come in for the recruitment race. It's going to be interesting, but it does look like Joshie Horton. Of course, I know Josh from multiple other series. To be fair, I probably know most of the grid from multiple other Australian series, to be honest with you. These guys still managing to fight it out. Marcus Watson, he's going to gain some positions here. He's going to get Holton. He's going to get Ryder. He's going to get Donohue. Got, oh my dearie me, got Banerjee as well. Oh, Banerjee with a long old stop, still in the pit lane. He's going to come out behind Donohue, I think. He is. 1 minute 10. 1 minute 10. 34 seconds on the in the box. That's got to be an error from Banerjee there. That's got to be an error. Horton now. He's going to dive in pit lane. He is. Roberts in. Millington in. Now, this is going to be a decision on where Dan Ackland's going to be. Where is Marcus Watson going to be? They've got about a 15-second stop, about 50 seconds all in all through the pit lane run. But Banerjee there, 1 minute 10 on that one. 1 minute 10. That is nuts. He's clearly either made a mistake, put too much fuel in, or even maybe possibly could have changed tyres. I don't know. Here from Banerjee, but 11.5 minutes to go. Front 3 are going to be out very, very shortly. Ackland there. Horton's already moving. Millington's already moving. Roberts is already moving. Where is Ackland? A long way back. There's the front 3. There's Dan Ackland sitting in 4th. Marcus Watson in behind him. Dixon, Parks, Banerjee a lot further back. He's got Donohue. Just cleared Donohue. Butler in behind that as well. Then Ziedler, then Verney. Ooh. Butler got very, very close to Donohue there. Here we go. We're going to look down into turn number 1 on board with Butler. We are. You can see Donohue's going. Butler's later on the brakes. Is he going to hold that car? He is. Well done there for Mr. Kean Butler. He gets past Donohue. Now that leaves Ziedler. Ziedler's just sweep around the outside of Donohue as well. Since pit stops, so poor old Tom has dropped down the order a little bit here with 10 minutes to go. Changes up front. Millington and Roberts, they're fighting it out. That's leaving Horton. get away here. This guy's fighting is not going to be good. They really do not want to be doing this at this moment in time. There's Horton 1.4 out in front. Look at the battle behind Banerjee, Butler, Ziedler, Donoghue, Verney. Postlethwaite all in there now. The Donoghue's lost another position to Verney. He's going to lose one to Postlethwaite at the same time here. Poor old TD is not doing well since coming out of pit lane. Postlethwaite's on that outside. Sweeps past Tom Donoghue like he was just standing still at a party in the corner. Unfortunately for Tom, he's just gone right the way down the order. He was all the way up here at one point and has now dropped down the order since he's come out of pit lane, sitting down in 15th at the moment. Oh, Butler. Oh, was that Ziedler and Butler, or was that Butler's in front? He's gonna lock it up. Ziedler's got nowhere to go. Butler there, unfortunately making a mistake. He had nowhere to go for poor old Peter Ziedler. Coming around the corner, and as the car sat in front of you, I'm not sure where you're expecting him to go, to be blatantly honest. Millington and Roberts are still fighting, and the problem is Donoghue still extending that gap out in front. Through they go. Millington, Roberts, Horton 1.3 up the road. Joshie Horton's in there as well. Leading on a race. It's blinking no surprise, is it? Let's be real. He's managed to get up from third at the time. He's overtaken the lead. Big mistake from Banerjee in the pit lane. Big mistake. Cost him an absolute ton of time. 1 minute, 10 seconds for Rashiba Banerjee. That was a long old stop. Now we can see here Hayden Millington with Roberts tucked in front. Got to go on the brakes into turn number 1. Through the right hander we go. 8 minutes left on the clock. Swapping Kelly and Gowans at the back. They're side by side at the moment. Dougie Gowans, through he goes there as well. So Dougie gets through on Bruce Kelly. We've got Verney. He's got Postlethwaite in behind. TD in behind that as well. They're extending a little bit here. Postlethwaite's going to go through now. We're going to look on the left-hand side. There he is. Through Nathan Verney. And past him and into turn number 1. Great run from him. Ackland now. Him and Watson have been kind of stuck together like glue here, and there's been really no major movements from these guys whatsoever. Watson just can't seem to go anywhere at the moment. 7.5 minutes on the clock. Watson tries, nope, late on the brakes. Ackland still holding on here. Through the left-hander we go. Now we're going to come into the left-hander again. Going to be hard on the brakes now for Watson. Is he going to look up the inside? He thought about it. The gap up front's come down. The gap up front has come down. Bottrell and Butler have had some form of drama to get together. But Hayden Millington, Roberts is now in the draft of Joshie Horton. 6 minutes to go. Roberts 1:36.315. Fastest lap of the race here. Oh, this is going to be a feisty ending. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen, because this is going to be feisty. We've got Roberts, we've got Horton, we've got Millington. They're literally nose to tail. Through Atwood they go. This is where the draft's going to play a part now. Watch the times on the left-hand side. Down to 3/10, 2:9. Both of them closing in. 2:6 closing in here as well. Such peak racing. Plur. It is. It's very good. Horton, Roberts. Roberts is going to try and go around the outside. Horton on the defense, coming into the hairpin. Through the right-hander they go. On board with Millington. He's sitting here watching the action unfold. Oh, puffer gravel there from Horton. Roberts has closed in a little bit. Millington closing in as well. The door is coming down. Go on, so through the right-hander. Through the right-hander for Millington. Roberts still in front of us. Horton still in front of us there as well. Over the curb. Coming into the right-hander. Now this is going to be a run here. This is going to be a run. Actual peak. What do you mean? Tell me. Horton on the defense. Trying to get through. Roberts is still tucked in right behind him. Still holding on here. Horton now. This is where this double draft should play a massive effect for Hayden Millington. Through the Moss S they go. On the run down into Atwood. Horton still under attack. Roberts still there. Millington still there. It's only going to take one mistake from Horton and he's going to be in trouble. Roberts is going to try and close up on him now. This is the moment for Roberts. Horton's on defense. Horton's on the defense here. Holding on through the outside we go. Is he going to get this done? It's going to get this done. Is Roberts going to hold on? They're going to be side by side through the hairpin. It is very good racing. Peak top. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Through the left-hander. Horton holds on. 4 minutes on the clock, 1:36 lap times. Looks like Robillard and Tessaria have had their own little dramas here, and I say their own. Roberts is going to dive up. Is he going to look up the inside? No, not this time for Ben Roberts. Horton again. Millington. Do you know what? I can see Millington just sitting there, and he's like a tiger waiting for these two gazelles to come to contact, and he's going to come and sweep them up at the end. Because I can tell you one thing. Horton's going to come out of this corner directly to the right-hand side, right? He needs to make sure he's covering off here. He's got one move. Over he goes. There you go. Blocks off that inside line. Roberts is going to try and sweep around the outside. Through they go. Nope. Man, that white car could have made no plur. Unless you're in it. He doesn't want to make the move too early, plur, because otherwise he's not going to be able to hold the lead. He's probably holding on here to the final lap. Dougie Gowans has had some drama. He's probably going to wait. And I'll tell you why. Because if he makes it early, coming up here from Atwood all the way into the hairpin, he's going to be a sitting duck again. Dude, he will literally be a sitting duck again here. Now, what about is Roberts going to do? He can look at making the move. He's also got to be careful because if he leaves the inside open, Hayden Millington is going to try and take it away. Millington's now going to sweep around the outside. Is he going to try and get through? No. Horton's going to hold the line. Millington's going to have that inside now. Him and Roberts don't want to be doing this with about one more lap to go. Maybe two at the most here because that gap instantly, and that's the problem, Blur. Instantly, the gap from Roberts to Horton went back out to 4/10. As soon as they fight, it goes back out again. So they've got to realise that they've got to close. Something's going on with Parks and Loretti there as well. But you need to just focus on this just for a minute. 2 minutes on the clock, 1:37. It's going to be one-on-one more here at Okayama for the FDL, everything simulated recruitment race. Round one. There's 3 rounds to go, let's not forget here. 3 rounds from these on the recruitment race. So you've got to keep an eye out and see how they get on. But it's going to be 3 rounds of action at this moment in time. We're going to go into the F4s and then we're going to finish off on the Super Formula Lights. That's the way this series is going to go. So next week will be the F4s. The week after will be the Super Formula Lights, okay? So we pay attention on that. And it will be the half-hour race that we will be broadcasting. So the second race in the morning will be broadcasted. Horton and Roberts, however, they're kind of dropping Millington a little bit. Dixon, Banerjee's recovered all the way into 10th at the moment. He's got there as well on the inside line. Dixon's on the outside, keeping an eye on that lead battle. Come down to about 2.5 tenths, 2 tenths at the moment. Still not able to get through for Roberts. Banerjee's going to look through the Moss S's at the moment. Is he going to look for this run down into Atwood? It would be crazy if he did it down into Atwood because let's be real about it. Just going to get overtaken on the run up the hill here. So he's got to make sure that if he gets this job done, he gets it done in one foul swoop. Banerjee now, Dixon on the right. Banerjee's got that inside line. Parks and Loretti are swapping places in and around the front of us. Banerjee and Roberts at the same time. Roberts and Horton side by side here currently at the moment. Now they've settled back in behind each other. Roberts is putting Horton under all sorts of pressure. This is going to be a final lap. Final lap bang. Hold on to your hats. Roberts now looking up that inside line. Horton didn't defend it. Millington trying to get through. Roberts takes the lead on the final lap. Now what's Horton going to be able to do? Tucks him right behind him, coming through Williams. Now it's going to be down the hill. It's going to be running down through the Mosses into Atwood. Horton in behind. Roberts in the white. Millington in the blue and yellow. It's a 1-2-3 fight. Final lap. Ding, ding, ding. Punch the lights out, because give it all you've got here as well. This is the time. This is the place. If you're ever going to show what sort of man you are, Mr. Horton, you've got to tuck in behind Roberts. You've got to look at trying to get him into the hairpin. Horton pulls out. Millington's going to look as well. He's got nowhere to go. If I was Millington, I would tuck him behind Roberts. Roberts is going to have that inside line. Horton's going to try and run him. No space at the inn. Roberts holds on. Horton tucks back in again. He's got a few more corners to go. Horton tucks and nose off Millington here at the same time. It's going to be a battle now for Joshy Horton, because he's got Hayden Millington in behind him. On the brakes, he's got to make sure he can hold on here. He's got to try and stay close to him. I don't know how close he's going to be able to get on lap 19. Final lap, one more corner to go. Through Mike Knight, Horton's got to try something. What is he going to try? He looks at the inside. No, it is going to be Ben Roberts is going to come over the line. The line is only there. Roberts is going to take the victory in second race of the evening in the 30-minute. Ben Roberts gets it. Horton, Millington in behind him. Marcus Watson is just about to hold on from Dan Ackland. Is he going to hold on there? The line here currently at the moment, Ackland can't get through. Watson does hold on. What is going on here with Postlewaite and Verney, Dixon, Banerjee all in behind them? There's a rundown. Banerjee's managed to recover to 9th at the moment. There's a disappearing car. It's all going to come down to the line. They're going to come over the line. Postlewaite's going to be in 12th. Verney, Dixon, Banerjee in behind it at the same time. Wow. The run down to the line, and unfortunately, it was Roberts who come out. But that purely stems from the fact that he left the door wide open, did Horton. I am surprised he left it that far open. He got it here. This is the problem. So it goes through. There's actually a move before that, I think, as well. It was lap 18, wasn't it? I think it was this one. You can see Horton covers off, but Roberts looks at the inside, little bit of bullying. Now he goes side by side, and he does make it through. He kind of bullied Horton a little bit there at the same time. So a great move from Roberts, but there was a lot of swapping backwards and forwards. Dougie Gowans comes over the line in behind Matt Tesorio. So let's bring you up the results of the 30-minute feature race here. Ben Roberts takes the lead, the win, with Horton in second, Hayden Millington in third place, Marcus Watson in fourth. Then you got Dan Ackland, fifth, Craig Edwards, Adrian Loretti, Todd Parks, Rashiba Banerjee, Jay Dixon, Nathan Verney, Glenn Postlewaite, Tom Donoghue, Scotty Pocock, and Peter Ziedler for the 15th. And then behind that is Ben Ryder, Kyan Butler, and Nick Bottrell, Jake Robillard, Callum Rossiter, John Holton, Bruce Kelly, Matt Tesseria, Dougie Gowans, Dan Byrne, Angus Milne, and poor old Jimmy, who says he got hit, but, well, as we all saw, his Tinternet went and vanished. So there we go. Got a couple of people in here as well. Let's have a chat with Mr. Joshy Horton. Josh, welcome in, bud. How are you? Yeah, 2 secs, mate. For some reason, you're not even coming through on the broadcast. Hold on a minute. Let's try that one again. Right, try that again. How are you?
I'm doing well, JP. How about yourself?
I'm all right, mate. There's been a lot. I don't know what was going on. There's been lots of technical issues. How was it out there in the Formula V, buddy? You look like you were having fun.
It's a different driving style, but it is an insane amount of fun. And I even put it in voice comms to Dougie. Like, it's It's a great league, great racing all around.
Yeah, you're looking at doing the whole league, are you? So we've got F4s next week, then the Super Formula Lights, and then we go into the actual sort of series itself. Are we going to see Mr. Horton out there?
I think so. I think so. I'm enjoying the open wheelers. It's a bit of a different to obviously the GR86, but it's I think I'll be there. It's too much fun to miss out on.
Yeah, it definitely is, Bud, and I think this has been an absolutely amazing race to sit and watch for the 30 minutes. Anyone you want to shout out, buddy, before I let you go?
Just like to shout out my team, Vermilion Motorsports. Our sponsors are Race Lab, Burb Designs, Supernova Motorsports, Hymo Setups, Vermilion X Coaching, thekartshop.com.au.
Awesome job. Cheers, buddy. I look forward to seeing you, well, in a couple of days.
Easy. See you later, JP.
Man, take care. Was Josh Yorton there as well. Now we're going to have a chat with the man that went and took the win. It was like a prize fight for almost 20 laps here. But it was Mr. Ben Roberts who come out and took the win in the 30-minute feature. Ben, welcome in, bud.
Yeah, thanks. That was one of the more stressful 30 minutes I've had in sim racing. But yeah, it was a lot of fun at the same time.
Oh, dude, sim racing is always stressful when you're in a battle with three people who could literally overtake you in one corner.
Yeah, it is. I didn't mind it at that point. It was a bit of fuel-saving games being played, and yeah, I got lucky coming to the line with Josh, sort of sputtering a couple hundred meters before the finish. So without that, you know, he might have had a run on me, might have not, but I think that saved my bacon in the end.
Yeah, you guys swapping places all the way through the race, dude, to be fair, even pit stops and in and out and everything else. He was about 1.3 seconds out in front at one point. Was you a little bit worried that poor you and Hayden were going to fight too much and allow him to clear off in the distance?
You know, I was confident I had the pace to catch him as long as I could get past Hayden. My sort of worry once that happened was if Hayden tried to go for a move and held us both up, which he didn't, which I'm really thankful for, because that also sort of played a big role in me having a chance at winning.
Yeah, I think if you guys had carry on scrapping backwards and forwards, like you know, he had a go at one point, but then the gap went out to sort of 6/10 and he backed off away from that as well. Are we going to see you next week in the F4s, Ben?
Unfortunately not. The next week sort of new iRacing season starts, and F4 regional officials qualifies for the global series, which I did last year. So I'll be focusing on making the strength of field races to qualify for that again.
All right, mate. Are we going to see you the week after for the SFL?
No, probably not.
Are you going to take part in the league for that's going to kick in 3 weeks' time?
Yeah, again, Tuesday nights probably won't be able to do it just because the regional qualifiers, the strength of field races are Tuesday nights, so that'll get in the way, unfortunately.
All right, okay, Ben. Well, well done, son. Good luck in that, and I hope it all works out for you. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Yeah, of course, Team DPR Racing, our sponsors, NP Design, Southwell Lifts and Hoist, Ben Max Mechanical, Mini Muscle Cars, and High Performance Media. And thanks to yourself for broadcasting this, and to everyone else who came out and raced tonight. Good luck with the next 2 weeks, because if this week is anything to go by, and the next 2 weeks are going to be a lot of fun as well.
Are you saying they're going to need good luck, Ben?
Well, I really enjoyed being a part of this, so I know even without me here next week, the action's still going to be just as great.
Awesome job, buddy. Well, we'll catch up with you soon, mate. Take care.
Thanks very much.
There you go, guys, as well. Hopefully we will be able to get all the timing sorted out for next week on the recruitment race. Join us next weekend for the F4s. Thanks so much for everybody that's joined us here as well. Mr. David Gallo, Jimmy Boy, and little Jimmy R, who blamed getting crashed on somebody else, but it was actually his Tinternet that was making him disappear. And Plur, thank you so much for coming out and joining us. That's the FDL Recruitment Series, sponsored by Everything Simulated. Round 1 from Okayama. If you want to get yourselves involved, head over to www.formuladriversleague.com. If you are New Zealand and AU, that would be ideal, but I'm sure I can wait. Speak to Mr. ED and see how we go if you're from anywhere else. But I'm JB. As always, take care. Have a great week. And you never know. We might see you on the track sometime. Good night.